there's something called the illusory truth effect. And the illusory truth effect is where you can know what the truth is, but you're so exposed to the lie over and over and over again that you start to believe it after a while. And I kind of feel like that's kind of where we're at right now, is there's this whole illusory effect, and there's a whole population of people that are asleep. The church has been castrated by the government. I believe that, and when I say the church, I don't necessarily mean the buildings, right? I mean us, the people, the church. It's like we've been castrated by the government. So we've got woke churches now that won't even preach the truth because they're so scared about it causing division. Well, the problem that I have with that, Chad, is that the gospel in and of itself is pretty dang divisive. I mean, so you have this guy, you have Jesus, who says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. That's pretty divisive. And all throughout Scripture, we see where there is division happening. So unity in the body, but we're to be called out and be separate from the world, right? There's this separating the sheep from the goats. Jesus said, don't think that I've come to bring unity, but I've come to bring division, right? Mm-hmm. There's all of these things. Now, a lot of that gets taken out of context by people that just want to use that as an excuse to spew out hateful rhetoric. But there is some truth to the fact that if you're going to stand up for objective moral truth, it's going to divide those that believe there is such a thing from those that believe in, and you said it earlier, this your truth, my truth, which is all relative. So if we don't live in a culture or in a society that believes in moral absolutes, if we don't live in a culture and in a society that believes that there is something greater than government, because our nation has really only fallen one step. Our nation's has only fallen by one step. Our government has forgotten that there's a power higher than itself. Mm-hmm. And so when we look at all the stuff that's going on in our nation, in the world, it's all because of that one thing. Government thinks that it is God and no longer recognizes there is a power that is above that. And that's where we talk about the unalienable rights, that among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So last night we actually talked about that phrase in the Declaration that says the laws of nature and nature is God. Whenever we separate ourselves from that objective moral standard, mental health is absolutely going to be an issue. And so whenever we talk about mental health, my question is, where's the church?
Yeah.
Where's the church in all this?
I spent 15 years of my life in third world countries preaching the gospel, in and out. And I know what it looks like to go to those places where your faith can cost you your life. And then you come back to America and we take it all for granted. We really are privileged here. And it's unfortunate because it's done us a big disservice. But yeah, to that degree, the church has become absolutely helpless, irrelevant. People say, what can change our nation? Well, prayer, 2 Chronicles 7:14, we've quoted that till we're blue in the face. We just don't do it. If my people who are called by my name will turn from their wicked ways, that's the hard part, and humble themselves and pray, then when I hear from heaven and I'll heal their land. Praying is one thing, turning from our wicked ways. We're looking for new ways to be wicked, man.